welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're coming back. Today I'm doing a story time and a get ready with me. Get ready with me with a story. The story is going to be about the experience I had at a hair salon. I wouldn't say it was a bad experience or a wonderful experience. It was interesting. And I'm not going to name the salon because I'm scared for why I'm about to explain in this story. But it's not a terrible thing. It's more of just like a social anxiety kind of thing. But, or just an anxiety thing in general. But the salon I'm about to talk about is in Texas. And again, I'm also not going to name the location of where it's in because even then, I don't know, I'm a little paranoid. Today I'm doing a pink kind of look today. I'm gonna put a little bit more effort in my makeup today. By a little bit more, I mean I'm actually going to be using a little bit of foundation today because usually I don't. And that's fine. You know, I just felt like putting a little more extra makeup on today. I've already moisturized my face and put sunblock on. So I let that set for a good bit now. Oh, I don't know why I'm wearing my glasses. I can't put makeup on while I have my glasses. Well, now I can't see. So to start off this story, this was a while back, maybe a year and a half ago. And my friend, one of my close friends, told me about the salon because she went there and she was, you know, raving about it because she had a really good experience and the person that did her hair did a really good job. So of course she was like, oh yeah, I recommend this place. And I was like, okay, well, tell me about it. And she mentioned how this salon has a wine bar in it as well. And so she told me the name. I Googled it, looked at the pictures, and I thought, while looking at these pictures, this place looks so pretty. The website, the pictures inside, it looked very aesthetically pleasing. There was plants everywhere, so, you know, that kind of vibe, and just kind of luxurious-ish feeling. At the same time, almost like a boho luxurious feel to it. And I was just digging it. I thought it looked really cool, looked hella expensive, but, you know, treat myself. And so I decided I would, you know, check it out. So I checked out their site to see, you know, pricing. Well, that was really weird. My phone cut out in the middle of my story sharing. Anyway, I was checking out the list of their beauticians, and the site offered quiz, basically, where you fill out, not really a quiz, it's more just like a survey or questionnaire. Dear God. A questionnaire to help you find out which beautician is best for you when it comes to like type of style, type of haircut, what kind of hair do you have, what kind of vibe are you looking for in a beautician, what kind of energy, what kind of personality, etc., etc. And so it literally asked me all those things, and I went ahead and filled it out. Now, I'll admit I am very picky when it comes to beauticians because I have very thick, coarse hair. And so whenever I did the quiz, I got 3 people, and all of them, and I apologize because I definitely was being prejudiced, and I judged very quickly, but I had all, and I'm assuming ethnicity here right now, but I had like all 3 Caucasian individuals, blonde, white individuals. And I thought to myself, I don't know about this, you know, like, and again, yeah, I quickly judged, and I was like, I don't think these girls are going to know how to handle this hair. I was looking for someone not white to assume that, you know, someone who isn't white would know better how to handle this hair, which is, I know, that's terrible of me. And I'm aware of that, especially while I was doing it. I was like, you know, this is terrible of me, but, you know, I did the quiz again. I redid it, put all the same answers for the most part. I think I changed a few things just to be more specific. And again, I got like the same person, basically. Okay, well, you know, I'm not going to fight this. So I went ahead and stuck with the person that chose for me, and I booked with her. And the website had the header of all the beauticians that worked there, and they were beautiful pictures. Everybody there looked just gorgeous. They all looked so nice. Everybody, you know, all their personalities, friendly, not necessarily outgoing, but just everybody's friendly, welcoming, empowering, supportive, encouraging, etc., etc. And they just all looked so kind and happy. And this place just gave off this very empowering, enriching energy when I looked at the site. And I was like, wow, you know, I'm very excited because all these people look so happy. They all look so nice. And I feel that looking at this photo, just first impressions, that I'm going to have a really good experience here, especially considering how expensive it is as well. And that was also my mistake. I made many mistakes during this experience. Hold on. I can't multitask. There's a Raz here now. I don't know if you can tell, but I am a pro beauty guru. Raz. Oh my god. Setting spray. Back to the story. As my face sets. Also, for anyone wondering, yes, I am doing my makeup in my dining area because the lighting in my bathroom is really harsh and not cute. So, yeah. So the day of my appointment, decided to wear a mask and, you know, was just wearing comfy clothes. Also, when I went, I had previously, like very recently, had bleached my hair. Like actually right here. This was a long time ago, but when I first did it, I did like 2 sessions or 1 session of bleaching, and my hair was a lot longer back then too. And I desperately needed a trim for the ends. So my hair was like yellow, orangey, brittle. And when I went in, first thing I see, the front desk is right there on the door. I walk in and I see these 2 girls at the locker at the desk, and none of them looked like the person that I was going to be getting my hair done by, but their faces were like immediate, I don't know how else to describe it, but like disgust and snob, you know, like I walk in and their faces were like, you know. And I walked in with a very friendly demeanor, which is usually how I am in general. When I go out in public, I'm always like, hi, you know, even with a mask on, I'm just like, but yeah, immediately I just eye contact with these 2 people at the desk. Sorry, I again assumed genders, but 2 people at the desk and immediate snob looked face. I was like, oh, in my head, I'm like, oh, oh, all right. And the person at the desk was like, hey, do you have an appointment? Like, yeah, I'm here to see this. And they're like, okay, yeah, go sit in the waiting area and they'll come get you. I said, all right, cool. Go over to the waiting area, wait a minute. Person comes and gets me. She's like, hey, come on back. I'm ready for you. Like, cool. Talk about what I want to get done. I talked to her about the state of my hair, and she was like, yeah, let's do it. Go wash my hair, you know, chat here and there, walk back, and get my hair done. And she does a really good job. She gives me beautiful layers, and I loved it. I loved my haircut. It turned out really, really good, and I was very excited about it. And as I got up after we finished, and she was like, hey, you can head over to the desk, and they'll take care of you up there. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I told her, thank you so much. I really like it. I turn around to go to the desk, and actually one of the same girls from the initial moment I walked in gave me that disgust face when we made eye contact. And since I'm wearing my mask and everything, it's much easier to hide my anxious facial expressions. But we made eye contact, she made her face. I was like, oh, all right. But I did the thing that I do where I just kind of like, you know, eye contact, but friendly little, I don't know what to call that. And I thought that was cool. That was awesome. And so I went, paid, and went on my way. The same day, I got an email from that place basically asking, you know, how was your experience? What did you think? What did you think of your beautician? Let us know. Give us your thoughts. You know, stuff like that. And I decided to answer this and said that I was happy with my hair. I was happy with the outcome. I really liked my beautician that I saw. She was really nice. She did a really great job. And if this person ever watches this video somehow and knows I'm talking about her, I am so sorry. I prejudged you based on your race. I sincerely apologize. I'm just constantly paranoid. I mean, not even like, even someone who was Asian messed up on my hair too. So I really don't know why that was terrible of me. It's a learning experience. It was a lesson to be learned. And then the questionnaire came to this portion where it asks, how would you rate your overall feeling of the experience? And it gave me like 4 options of emojis, basically. Really bad, not that great, or like good and okay, but not amazing, and then, you know, amazing. And so I went ahead and decided to be honest because, you know, this is just a silly little questionnaire. I don't think it's going to matter that much. And I went ahead and put the second best. So like, it was good, not amazing, but it was good. And next thing you know, I get, what was it? I can't remember if the questionnaire itself asked why. I think, I don't think it did, but, you know, submitted my answers. And not too long after, I can't remember if it was on the same day or the next day, I received a call or an email. I can't remember, but I was getting contacted. I'm pretty sure it was a call. And it was the owner of the beauty salon. She was just like, hi, this is so-and-so. I'm the owner of the salon you were just at. I'm really happy to know that you had a really good cut with so-and-so. That makes me happy. I'm glad. I noticed that you put like second best overall emotion, I guess, feeling of your experience. I'm taking way too long on my lashes, I know. Anyway, she said, I noticed that you didn't have like the perfect, amazing amount of emotion, and she wanted to know why in order to better work on their services and whatnot. It's like, oh my god, I wasn't expecting the owner herself to like try to personally reach out to me to find out why. I was flustered, and I wasn't expecting that because most places don't necessarily do that. So I was shocked, and I don't know, I was still like on the waters of deciding whether I'd go back or not because of my experience, because of like I didn't feel completely welcomed. And originally the reasons I felt that people were giving me judgy looks was, I thought to myself, it was because I was like maybe the only person in the entire building wearing a mask, or was it because I very obviously bleached my own hair, therefore they're judging, you know, just judging this person who did her own hair and doesn't look amazing. So I don't know, these are just thoughts going through my head that could explain why they were just glaring at me and judging me hardcore. I have no idea. And I felt terrible because of my first impression of the site and their pictures, and I was anticipating that I would be greeted with very friendly faces. And I understand that, you know, it can be a chore to have to constantly fake, you know, customer service mask, and I get that, but I think in my head, you know, if you're doing a job that you do actually enjoy and like, even if you are having a stressful day and you're tired and et cetera, I feel like part of the experience for the client is being friendly is the bare minimum when it comes to customer service. And I'm not saying, you know, I want people to be like happy going, you know, like extremely bubbly. It's not even that. It's just like when someone walks into a facility like that, they don't necessarily expect to be greeted with judgmental eyes, you know, because that definitely does not make me feel welcome whatsoever. Like, you don't have to talk to me, you don't have to be nice to me and be friends with me. It's not even that. It's more like, okay, look, if you're gonna judge me, you can fake it. You can hide it better, at least. Anyway, because of that experience, I was very hesitant on going back. I'm using Maybelline. I think I'm lying. Yes, oh my god, I'm right. Using Maybelline. Fit Me. Put some right there. My cats are running around chasing each other. That's always fun. So when the boss lady called me, again, I was thrown for a loop. And not gonna lie, I was a bit hesitant to call her back and give her a response because I was flustered. I wasn't expecting anyone to call me about my survey answers. So I ended up not calling her back for a couple of days. And I think she called me one more time, actually. She gave me another call, and again, I was like scared because it's like, oh my god, she's not dropping this. And she insisted on wanting to know the reason in order to, again, work on bettering their customer service, etc., etc. But like, this place had a lot of customers and clients, and like, I don't know, like, props to her for having enough energy and putting effort into trying to like really find out the reason from one little old bee. And again, I didn't call back because I think she called me while I was at work. So I was like, yeah, I can't do this right now. But I got flustered again. And she wasn't being aggressive or anything in these calls, but I was just like, this has never happened before. So I don't know what to do. All right. And then this person texts my phone. She texts me like a couple days later after calling me again. And she was like, hey, this is this again. I just wanted to go ahead and send you a text just in case, you know, maybe you're feeling a little bit nervous to call and like talk about your experience through phone. So I wanted to give you this opportunity to be able to like communicate your experience with me through text if that is better. I was amazed. Again, this has never happened to me before. I was just like, what is happening? She cares a lot. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just so weird. It was weird to me. And so I did end up texting her. And I was like, hey, I am so sorry. I did get your calls. I haven't been able to call you back due to personal life reasons. And I've been very busy. Busy being anxious and flustered by this experience. And so I did text her. And I went ahead and just described to her my experience. And I also wanted to, you know, I was trying to be mindful and explaining to her that, you know, what it was that caused me to feel unwelcome was the whole other staff members who gave off very judgmental, very non-welcoming facial expressions. And I told her that I could just be overthinking it, but it just seemed very apparent. It was very apparent to me. And I told her I wasn't sure if maybe it was just my hair, maybe it was my mask, maybe it was the way I would dress. I'm not sure. And I told her I understand some people can have bad days and everything. I get that. And I just didn't feel welcome is all. That's all it was. I just didn't feel completely welcome by everybody. Again, I'm not asking people to like me. I mean, I'm a client, you know, coming into a service establishment. There you go. And I'm not, again, I feel like we aren't asking for much. We're just asking to feel a little bit welcomed. in a place like that. Look at my look. I call it the flare brows. And I also tried to disclose on the side, you know, like I'm not mad or anything like that. I don't want to say anything bad or assume anything of these people particularly. It was just that's, you know, what I was getting from their facial expressions towards me as a person, and it just didn't feel good. And, you know, of course, I just made me feel a little hesitant to want to go back. And she said, I completely understand. She apologized for, you know, what I experienced and how I felt. And she said, I will share this to my staff, but of course it's going to be anonymous. And I just don't want you to, please feel like free, and you are more than welcome to come back whenever you want, you know, and thank you again for, you know, sharing this with me. And I do appreciate her being very understanding towards my explanation. I put way too much soap on this brush, on the spoolie. It's too late. It's already happened. I can't go back. I mean, I can. It's just soap. That was my experience at the salon that will not be named because I'm scared the boss lady might see this somehow and know somehow that it's about them and then call me and text me. Do you see why I'm scared? And just in case you're wondering, I did in fact go back. I was hesitant and nervous going back, but I went back with my friend actually this time because I didn't want to go alone. And then I told her my experience, and then she got nervous of going back. She's like, I don't want to go back to be judged. And I'm like, you know, I honestly, that's fair. But I can't go back by myself. I'm nervous. You know? But yeah, so we did go again. And I had a better time the second time around. What I did really was just to not look at anybody else. And just focus on like my actual beautician and our, you know, time together. I made that sound very intimate. Well, that's the look. I was gonna do my hair and do a little quick transition to doing, well, I guess I could. So dirty. This is the look though. What do you guys think? This is my first time attempting this look. Alright, I'll be back because I'm gonna do my hair. Transition 3, 2. That might not have been a good transition. But you know, I have done my hair. Tried it. Tis now done. I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep the clips, but that's where they are for now. And this is the look for today. Thanks for sticking around and watching and listening to my video. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a really good day, and I hope that you take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do. Alright, I hope I see you in the next one. Bye!